This week, a hot new bombshell.
After bombshell after bombshell.
Bombshell.
A lot of stories were
revelation.
tracking, including an absolute bombshell.
About a bombshell.
There was a major new bombshell.
Unbelievable.
Bombshell conversation.
Reality Bombshell.
Hello and welcome to Reality Bombshell, the comedy podcast that investigates the not true crimes of your guiltiest pleasures and examines reality TV through a true crime lens. I'm Ariel. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm your resident reality TV historian.
I'm Ben. My pronouns are he, him. I'm the skeptic turned co-conspirator.
Together we connect clues, follow the drama, and unpack all things reality TV, one case at a time. How you doing, Ben?
Doing great.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's a Sunday.
It's Sunday. It's
Yeah.
still October.
It's still October. It will be for a little bit longer.
Yep.
And then it'll be November.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the back half of the year just like really.
The front part of the year is not great either.
Yeah. I mean, but the back half, like, I feel like as soon as it turns like July, it's like already December.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
true.
There's,
It goes real quick. Once again, talking about the months on this podcast. This is, yeah.
You gotta get the small talk out somewhere.
Exactly.
Why not at the top of the show?
Right. What are you obsessed with?
I'm obsessed with animals talking with buttons.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm
Okay,
talking
I was
about.
like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Okay.
The you know, the animals that have like the little buttons.
Typically,
and-
like dogs, right?
Typically dogs, but I have seen cats and I have seen a pig.
A pig?
Yes, Merlin the pig.
Merlin
He
the
has
pig.
sassy buttons.
Okay.
I mean, it all started, I think, with this one dog. Bunny was like the big one.
Okay.
And Bunny is now on antidepressants because Bunny became self-aware.
No.
Like, figured out through the buttons and, like, communicated to the owner that, like, I'm a
sad.
dog.
Yeah.
But you're a human, and how does that, like,
Oh my
figured out,
God.
like, the power dynamics in their relationship,
That's
and
crazy.
they had to put him on her, I think, on,
Like puppy Prozac?
pretty much.
So, does this mean we don't think buttons are good?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if Bunny had a problem and needed puppy Prozac anyway,
I guess
like,
that's true. That's true.
she communicated it.
That's
so,
true. Good for Bunny.
But good for Bunny.
Yeah.
But
That's more
I mean,
than a lot of humans do.
Truly.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a cat. I can't imagine she would learn how to use the buttons.
No. In fact, I
I
feel
feel like she has a lot to say.
I feel like Caroline would go out of her way not to learn how to use
Oh,
the
100%.
buttons. Yeah, she's
Very
sassy.
specifically.
She's
Correct.
Caroline's got some attitude.
Yes, she does.
Yeah. I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast, but I really want to do like a pet
A psychic.
a psychic.
Yeah, same.
And I think that's like somewhat similar, but that's a lot of effort to get your pet to learn to use the buttons.
The buttons, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a more consistent form of communication unless you're, meeting with the pet psychic on
right.
a very consistent
basis. Yeah.
That feels more like a one and done kind of thing.
Yeah. Imagine like pet psychic therapy. Like once a week, you sit down, like couples therapy with your pet.
Yeah, I know somebody that has gone to a psychic for therapy.
Oh.
Because it is, like, there are ways that
Yeah.
having gone to a psychic with you, like,
Yes.
there were therapeutic elements of the session that we had.
Sure. That said, I don't know that I would trust
Sure.
having
an
gone to a
unlicensed-
psychic with you. The psychic to...
Again, not a consistent...
Yeah, no.
But every once in a while,
I would recommend
sure, why not?
like a certified therapist.
Yeah, that
like
would...
a qualified
Sure.
person.
But this is also said by the woman who uses ChatGPT as her therapist.
All right.
So, can we trust your opinion?
Well, but I also go to therapy. So
True.
It's wow, we're really just flaming me here.
I'm so sorry.
It's more that I use ChatGPT to get my frustrations out as a journal, but sometimes it talks back.
Yeah, not great. You're
not
also
great either.
training it on everything about you, which is,
Oh, yeah, not great.
Are you going to be the AI overlord when?
See, I do thank every robot that talks to me, right? Like my computer,
Sure,
Oliver.
Yeah.
I always say thank you, Oliver. Though Oliver's on his way out. Oliver's dying.
Oh no!
I know he's had a rough go. It's been
So when you inevitably get a new computer, is that going to be Oliver too? Or
I have a new computer.
Sure.
So Oliver's my laptop, but I
Okay.
also have a desktop.
Right,
That's Beverly.
Sure.
Yes.
But you need a new laptop.
And I
as
probably
well.
wouldn't. Do
Okay.
I? I probably wouldn't get one. I don't think it's worth it. I'm just going to push Oliver to his limits. Really make him work for it.
Jesus
It's like I said, I'm
Christ.
really nice to robots. This is terrible.
You thank them and then you
and then I let
overwork
them die. Yeah, exactly. Listen, if you can't, you take the heat. Get out of the kitchen. Yeah.
Jesus.
How did we get here?
This is a podcast.
Yes, exactly. I'm obsessed with Labubos.
Love it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I know I'm a little late.
Sure.
I want one.
Do it.
I don't need a real
I fully
one.
support this dream.
Thank you. I feel like they're... Did you remember Ugly Dolls?
I have heard that name. I don't know if I've ever seen one.
They were like a big thing in like, I don't know, it must have been like middle school,
Sure.
early high school. They were just like plushies.
Okay.
They were ugly.
Sure.
I was not...
As the name implies.
As the name implies, exactly.
Yeah.
They were ugly cute, though. Labubus are very similar.
Sure.
I was not allowed to have an ugly doll. Mostly because they were like $40, $50, which is ridiculous for a stuffed animal.
Yeah, Labubus are more expensive.
More expensive than that. Actually, my mom made me an ugly doll when I was, which
Out
is
of
felt.
what?
Yeah,
Sure,
like she
okay.
sewed me an ugly doll. Yeah.
Wow.
I know, cute, right? Yeah.
Big mom activities.
It's true. But I never had an ugly doll. Labubus kind of invoke that. I also never had a Tamagotchi.
So it's
Similar vibes.
nostalgic for you in
A little bit.
Like, I never got this kind of way.
Yeah. And I don't need it to be a real one. I don't care.
Sure.
But I saw one holding a Coke can. But it's regular Coke.
Okay.
I want to find
A
a Diet Coke Labubu.
It's got to be out there.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. And if
Or
not,
your
I
mom
make
can make it.
one. Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, I'm into Labubus. But rather than an ugly doll, which would just like sit on a chair,
Sure.
a Labubu would go
Can
on
come
my
with you.
keys.
Yeah,
It could come
right.
with me. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So I'm into Labubus.
All right.
Lafufus.
Lafufus. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm not spending that much money on a...
Probably
I
for
mean,
the
it's
best.
kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of relates to today's story in a
Ooh.
wild, turnabout way.
I love having a podcast.
Today, we're going to be talking about 2004.
Okay.
A group of women stepped into a mansion in Los Angeles, believing they were about to transform their lives. Instead, they became the subjects of one of the most disturbing social experiments on television.
Oh.
Today, we'll be talking about the show that has been called the most sadistic reality series, The Swan.
I have never heard of this.
Buckle up.
Okay. Okay. This is very spooky season feeling to me.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's learn.
Okay.
So we're taking it back to 2004.
Wow.
Facebook launched that year.
Wow.
Yeah. The Indian Ocean earthquake was that year.
Was that the tsunami?
The tsunami, yeah.
Wow.
Mean Girls was released. Napoleon Dynamite. Shrek 2. Like
Banner year. For
pretty
movies.
big year.
Banner year for cinema and
Correct.
film. Yes,
Correct.
absolutely.
The Swan was marketed about transformation.
Okay.
That's what they center all of their marketing around.
Makes sense.
But what it really offered was a televised breakdown of self-worth. So the premise of the show, each episode of the series followed two ugly ducklings
Okay.
who, over the course of a 3-month period,
What, like a whole season is the whole season? A single episode.
so each episode, it's two women pitted against each other. I think all of them, there were like 8 or so episodes, so there's like 16 contestants or whatever.
Okay.
They're probably all going through this at the same time.
Right. That's a lot of production.
Yeah, 3 months long.
Yeah.
And they're all going through a gluttony of plastic surgery.
Oh, that kind of
Transformation. Correct.
Ah, understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
This was like the era of like the Style Network and
Sure.
shows where like Niecy Nash would come in and be like, let's fix your entire wardrobe and throw out everything ugly. That's kind of where I thought we were going here.
No.
I did not realize we were heading into plastic surgery territory.
Yep. This is pretty much plastic surgery, the show, with like
Oh.
some like self-help elements. Like there was discussion of like there was a career coach, but like I don't think there was anything that actually anyway.
Yeah.
There was a whole team that included a personal trainer, a therapist, a dentist, and plenty of cosmetic surgeons.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Each episode there were two women pitted against
were,
each
like,
other.
Ugly?
They were
Or-
self-proclaimed ugly
Ugly. Okay,
ducklings.
got it.
Yes.
Okay.
And then in each episode, whichever of those two women, like, won most transformed, got into the second round, which was all of the women that won had a beauty pageant.
What?
Crazy.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Oh god, I
Yeah.
have so many thoughts.
And
Okay.
then whoever wins that the overall season was crowned the Swan.
So I assume production paid for these cosmetic
Correct.
procedures.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's talk about our people of interest.
Okay.
So first and foremost is Nellie Galan, who is the creator of the show.
Okay.
She was
Never
a reality
heard.
TV producer with a vision to, quote, empower women through transformation.
Okay.
Sure. So she started out as a writer for 17 magazine, and she created a bachelor-style reality show for Telemundo in
Okay.
2003. She became which became one of the highest rated programs in Telemundo's 50-year history.
Wow.
And then she became president of Telemundo.
Wow.
Probably immediately after that, because this was 2004, she read The Ugly Duckling to her son and created the show.
More reality TV shows should be based around children's media.
Literally. Yeah, exactly. So in her words, it suddenly hit me that many women must feel exactly like I did, trapped inside their own potential by yearning to achieve the natural joy and confidence that exists deep within the folds of their psyches.
Yeah, I don't love that. I mean, here's the thing. I watched a lot of those Style Network shows,
Sure.
right? That was like, that and America's Next Top Model. My shit, okay? But those Style Network shows were all about look good, feel good.
Sure.
It wasn't, let me change the fundamentals of your face.
Correct.
To make you look better. It's, let's dress you so you feel more confident.
Yep.
Which I think is more empowering.
Yep.
Also, how do we turn Bear in the Big Blue House into a reality TV show? I think there's a way to do it.
I've never watched this, so I...
Oh, you should, and then we'll brainstorm.
Great.
So,
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Sounds
okay,
good.
Great.
And then the other person of interest that we'll talk about later is Rebecca Hertz, who was a writer on the show.
Okay.
Overall, I mean, these are the two scapegoats that I'm pointing at in terms of our people of interest. But
Okay.
overall, I think the villain here is production.
Right.
Production as a whole.
as a whole, yeah. The powers that be.
Exactly.
What channel did this air on?
Fox.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it aired for 2 seasons. We'll talk about that.
2 seasons.
Yes.
Golly gee. Okay. That's an expensive show.
Yeah.
I mean, plastic surgery is not cheap.
Correct.
I can't imagine it was like the highest quality plastic surgery.
Right. I'm sure they, had plastic surgeons on staff for
Right.
this show for 2 seasons. And
Right.
they were, they struck a deal with them probably.
Yeah, yeah.
The other big thing to note about this show, there were no mirrors allowed. Contestants were not allowed to look at themselves for 3 full months.
3 full months.
During the whole process of the show.
Like, not like when they're not filming, like just fully not.
No mirrors.
That's crazy.
Psychotic? Yeah.
So you just have to trust. Wow, what a mind fuck.
Correct.
That's insane. Okay.
Yeah. So you just have to trust whatever the doctors are giving you, cosmetic surgery wise, is the right thing. You can't even see what they're doing.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay.
And they're locked away for 3 months, away from their families, away from...
Yeah, 3 months is a long time.
3 months is a long time. And
Yeah.
the big reveal of each of them at the end was like their families come in and they are seeing this person that they don't even recognize.
Right. For the first time in... Wow.
For the first time in 3 months.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, some background here.
Yeah.
The contestants were ordinary women who, again, were labeled as ugly ducklings. They were recruited with the promises of a new life, but forced into isolation with no mirrors, no family contact, and full surgical makeovers.
Yeah.
There was emotional manipulation under the guise of empowerment.
Yeah, of course there was. They're locked away for 3 whole months. The emotional manipulation must be absolutely insane.
Correct. So we're going to watch a quick clip here. This is
Oh my.
2 contestants. This is a Vice documentary
Okay.
from like years down the line.
Okay.
And 2 contestants just talking about their experience on the show.
Got it.
Are your lips plumped up enough with fillers? Do you have veneers on your teeth? Have you taken enough fat out of your ass and put it in your boobs to be a swan?
Before I pass out, take good care of me, make me beautiful.
I really didn't know that I could say no to some of the procedures being done. It's not like they said, you're doing this, you signed up for this, so we're gonna do what we wanna do with you. It was just sort of like, well, I'm here and you're giving me this opportunity, and if you see something that needs to be tweaked or fixed or whatever, you're the surgeon, you know best. Okay, I'm going with it.
I'm ready to land.
And I could be competitive, and I really wanted to make it to the pageant. So I was going to do everything that I needed to do, or everything I was told to do, to get to the pageant.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start. I forgot that there's a winning thing here.
Correct. So
Like,
there's
like really like
you're motivated to just say yes to everything.
I mean, oh my God.
Yeah. It's dark.
It
This
is
is real dark.
Yeah. I think like, oh God, using women's insecurities to make TV. I mean, that's just the basis of reality
Right.
TV.
And again, this was 2004.
Yeah. Man, I would never do that.
Yeah.
Like, cause I mean, I guess in 2004 we weren't like as aware of like botched plastic surgery.
We'll get to that.
Oh God.
Not on this show, but we'll
But
get
like
to that.
in general, I just I can totally see why this was huge in 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was talked about for all the wrong reasons, and we'll get to that as well. But like,
Right.
this is all part of there were so many comparisons to the cult of beauty, essentially.
Yeah.
As I was researching this, like, there's control, there's dependency, there's reward and punishment cycle, especially on this reality show where they are being rewarded if they win.
Was there like a monetary compensation?
It was
at the end, I assume?
$50,000 for the winner.
Right, okay.
Plus a modeling contract and a couple other small things.
Wow.
But,
Okay. Weird. Yeah.
yeah, but the women were put in front of these plastic surgeons not knowing what they were agreeing to because
Right,
they can't
right.
see themselves.
And like plastic surgery it was relatively newer then, right?
Right.
I mean, like to the vanity point.
To mainstream America.
Right,
I mean, it was like a
exactly.
big thing in probably mostly LA.
Right. And also, I mean, plastic surgery didn't just start as like cosmetic vanity stuff.
Right.
It was like, burn victims,
fix
things like that.
things
Yeah,
that actually need to be fixed. Yes.
Right. So, yeah, that's just, I didn't think it would get, like, I always compare things on like the Breaking Amish scale.
Sure.
How dark does it get, but also how much does the show like I feel like Breaking Amish shockingly helped the people to a degree.
Totally. And that's the mindset that this went in with.
Right, exactly.
Like, they thought that this would be helpful to these women to gain new confidence by, having their outer exterior mirror their
inner beauty.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's one thing to like producer manipulation and keeping people locked away for 3 months away from their families. But also now you're adding in like body image issues.
Yep.
Personal like beauty standards and then healing from plastic
Correct.
surgery. Like the producer manipulation must have been just completely off the charts.
Yep.
Yeah. For like something big, not just like it makes like marrying someone on Bachelor in Paradise seem like nothing.
Right. I mean, the crime here is essentially the whole show.
Yeah.
The contestants walk out, the reveal is they're unrecognizable even to themselves, to their families. But it seemed like they were not totally told that like there was a second part.
Oh, interesting.
So they thought like they would be done. And then if they won, there was another part, and they eventually get to reunite with their families, but not like in the immediate.
Oh, so like they would like reveal to their families and then like go back into production essentially.
Correct.
I can't even imagine what like your like personal perception of yourself would be after 3 months of not looking in the mirror and then looking in the mirror and you don't look anything like the way you started.
Correct.
I
and
can't even fathom.
Don't even remember what you looked like
Right.
before because you haven't seen yourself in 3 months.
Exactly.
Like, you have your own perception of what you look like,
Right.
of course, but like not seeing yourself in 3 months, that perception is going to change.
Right. God, that must do like a real number on your psyche.
Totally.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Rebecca,
Okay.
the writer, her specific crime. And I'm sure there are other writers on this show who had similar crimes, but Rebecca was the one who admitted to it. So we're
cool.
the one
Great.
who we're going to point to.
Way to go, Rebecca.
Yeah, exactly. So Rebecca Hertz in 2005, remember the show was 2004, so like a year after this aired, she admitted that the writing staff, manufactured dialogue and situations throughout the editing process, which,
Typical
every
reality TV.
Yeah,
It's called
every reality
Frankenbiting.
series does that, exactly. So Rebecca claimed that she falsely made it appear through one of the contestants' interviews with her husband in a pre-interview that he said she looked average, and there was a second part where he said, but I think she looks beautiful, and they cut that. So it just like it makes him seem like he thought she just looks average and she's ugly, and
Right.
he was apparently furious.
I bet.
When that aired, and
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's like their whole, they can get away with whatever they want because you signed contracts saying that they can manipulate whatever you say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then one contestant was dismissed from the show after being caught with a mirror.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Like Survivor, you get dismissed if you bring food.
Yes.
You get dismissed if you're caught with a
If
mirror.
you're caught with a mirror, yeah.
God forbid you see what you look like.
Correct.
I'd be looking in like windows. Like literally,
Truly.
just like literally
I don't think they
anything.
had any. Like they
is
took
crazy.
every care to make sure that
It's like
see
effectively
each other.
like a padded cell.
Yeah.
Like solitary confinement.
pretty much. And because they are pitted, it's not like a Bachelor or like a, one of those reality shows where, you converse with the rest of the contestants. It seems like
that's right.
it was pretty much.
It's you and a producer.
Probably.
And the producers are not your friends.
Yep.
You
and then
think
the
they are.
surgeons, who you're saying yes to everything for because
God.
you are trying to move on to that, win the prize.
How was there a second season?
Great question. They both aired in 2004, so I think they probably
they may have like filmed
it at the same
concurrently?
time, and they
Okay.
just like threw it all out there.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's get into the aftermath.
Oh, boy.
So some of the contestants struggled with depression and regret and medical complications from the surgeries. Public backlash on this was pretty massive.
I can imagine.
There was media outrage, feminist critiques, and all of these women were seen as the opposite of role models for children, especially. Like, I saw so many comments on Reddit, etc., from people who said, "Oh, I remember the show from when I was a child, and I saw it, and I wanted plastic surgery when I was 10." Like, this show was proliferating the whole beauty culture and plastic surgery culture, which was just like really starting back in 2004.
Yeah.
So the show lasted for 2 seasons that aired in April and October 2004.
Okay.
And then Fox quietly buried the show.
Yeah.
Like, there were no DVD box sets were the big thing back in the early 2000s. There were none of those for this
Can you
show.
imagine buying a DVD box set of a reality TV show?
There are people who have done that, I am sure.
I just, my feeling with box sets was like something you watch over and over again.
Of course.
I don't feel like that's, reality TV. But
If you're obsessed with it.
Manly,
So the legacy of the show, again, it helped to proliferate the culture of plastic surgery as improvement. If you're not happy with how you look, just change it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not ugly, you're just poor was kind of the whole ethos surrounding the show.
Which also at the same time is like Paris Hilton.
Exactly.
And I mean, it really...
And the Kardashians came up
started,
like pretty soon after this.
Britney Spears, like
Housewives,
all of these. Yeah.
Like, this was the start of the plastic surgery culture becoming mainstream.
Peak terrible beauty standards and just like eviscerating women for how they looked.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this paved the way for other plastic surgery based shows like Botched.
Like Botched, sure. Which is a housewife's husband.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. 2 housewives' husbands do it together. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. But
we should get into that.
We should definitely get into that. Yeah.
So any judgments here?
Oh, God. I mean, on one hand, Nellie, that's her name, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, very successful.
Totally.
High-powered woman in a man's world.
Sure.
Particularly at that time.
And she was trying to create a show to empower other women. It just backfired real hard.
But she also probably made a lot of money off of it. So in
I'm sure
some aspect, she was relatively successful.
Sure. But did she
at what cost?
Create that success by tearing down other women?
Yes. She girl bossed too close
to the sun. Yes, she did.
I think she is kind of the one to blame on this whole scenario.
Yeah. I mean, she did create the show. So
yeah, right. It's kind of, we're just going to put it on her. As for producer Rebecca, it's tough because, she did mess up.
Sure.
She did some not great things.
She admitted it. I'm sure there were other writers and producers on the show who committed much worse crimes than she did.
Similar, if not worse.
We're just pointing the finger at her because she's the only face that we know.
Right, so coming forward and admitting it does kind of, like, lessen the blow a little bit. I also feel like she was doing her job.
Right.
It's kind of tough.
She fully was just doing her... She's just in a... But...
A crappy job.
At what point are you following orders that you know are wrong?
Right, like, do we want to talk about Nazis? I just, that's really tough. I think that this is such a cop-out, but I feel like society is the one to blame for all of this.
Is the villain always, sure.
Always. So I will just casually pull that one. But
Fair.
Man, it's hard because, like, obviously 2025, we're going to look at this differently than 2004. But the fact
even
that...
Even in 2004, people were viewing this pretty... with a hard line.
Right. The fact that happened says to me that it was really
bad. Yeah, it was real bad.
Yeah. Have either of these women done anything since then?
Nellie, I believe, remained Telemundo president for a while. I think she's done stuff on Telemundo. And Rebecca, from what I could tell on IMDb, was a writer and producer on other shows.
Yeah, I mean, there probably wasn't like a huge amount of effect on their jobs. 'Cause
exactly.
they were doing
their jobs. Correct.
Yeah.
And I mean, Nelly like made a lot of money for Fox. Like this was a big and talked about show, even if it was controversial.
Yeah. Yeah, and also like almost like a keeping up with the Joneses in reality TV kind of a thing, because this was like
Totally.
the big boom of reality TV. Like, how do we Fox get? Because what else did Fox have at that time?
I don't
feel like
know if they
CBS had
anything.
a
CBS
lot.
had Survivor and Amazing Race,
Right, and all of
like all the big competition shows.
Big
and
Brother. ABC has
had
The Bachelor. So like Fox needed to like get in
Get in the
somehow.
game, yeah.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah, I mean, Fox doesn't have any like long-standing.
not that I can think
Reality
of. I feel like they have a
programs.
lot of like little short
Exactly.
like
So they
one-offs that
probably
didn't
had-
really work. Yeah.
Exactly. Like one-offs that didn't work, like The Swan.
Maybe they should think about that. Take some time to really think hard about
Yeah.
what they're
So
doing.
is Fox to blame here?
Fox is to blame for a lot.
Probably.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
Murdochs don't come for us, but
Man, this is icky. I feel like it
Yeah.
all sucks. Yeah, they're
It
all
all
to blame.
sucks.
It's all gross. Yeah, those are my judgments. I'm
Great.
just judging everybody.
incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So The Swan is, premise-wise, just so shocking.
Yes.
And there's so many other reality TV shows like that.
It's true.
Biggest Loser is the one that like immediately comes to mind.
Right.
And I just watched the Biggest Loser documentary that was on Netflix,
Okay.
which was a crazy time.
Yeah.
There's so much to get into on that, and maybe we'll do a longer
A longer episode.
episode on that eventually, but that show as a whole, obviously, like, same thing. Like, they were trying, the premise overall, producers were trying to help,
Right.
and that show lasted for so long.
It did, and it wasn't like The Swan had a pretty negative response pretty quickly, but
Sure.
I felt like The Biggest Loser, the negative response didn't come until a lot later.
Correct. And there were so many contestants that had like negative health effects from, because you're not supposed to lose weight that quickly.
That quickly, yeah, right. It's not healthy.
It's not-
very not healthy. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. What's crazy because like Jillian Michaels was
Yeah.
seen as this like super amazing health coach,
Correct.
when in reality she's kind of. I mean, I didn't watch the documentary.
Yeah. She was not, she didn't come in for comment for the documentary.
That does not shock me.
Yeah, but the other coach did. I forget his name.
Yeah, it was a white guy. Was he
Correct.
bald or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, I vaguely remember.
Kind of.
I
He
remember
was, like,
watching the
balding.
show growing up. I mean, it's like a weird,
It's a little dystopian.
very dystopian, super fat phobic. Like,
Yes.
not a fun time, but also very early 2000s.
Yes.
Like, you look back at, like, oh, God, like, images of, like, Mandy Moore where they called her fat. And it's like, in what world
Right.
was that fat? You know what I
Correct.
mean? Do you remember Extreme Makeover?
Yes.
Very similar, like, plastic surgery.
Centered around
plastic surgery, though I never really watched it, but I
Yeah.
know it was like similar to that, like extreme makeovers.
Right.
Yeah, and again centered around the idea of like helping people.
Right. And the outcome is just, in some cases, sure, but in some cases, the exact opposite of what they were
This is
trying to achieve.
a little different, but Extreme Makeover Home Edition,
Sure.
which I was all over when I was a kid, similarly focused around the idea of helping a family.
Right.
But the problem is like their taxes would be too high.
Right.
Things like that. Like it's like
And then they just have to give up the house that they just got.
right, and they've now lost their
Their home.
home.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Which they were trying to prevent in the first place.
Right. It's like this spectacle of, like the have-nots,
Right.
whether like physically, financially, like
Yeah.
what have you.
Well, I mean, reality TV, those types, so there are obviously different categories of reality TV.
Right.
There's dating shows, there's...
Where dating shows are all about, like, it's the prettiest people.
Right. But
Right.
there's, like, these types of shows, The Swan, Biggest Loser, Extreme Makeover, Home Edition, is kind of like, we're giving back.
Right. It's
And every one of those backfires.
it's like palatable feel good.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And pretty much every one of those, there's instances of, like, we were trying to help and it
Really did
really
not.
backfired.
But were they really trying to help?
That's the real question. Like, this was just a good PR moment for the network.
Right.
And
And all press is good press.
all press is good press, and as soon as they're in there and out of there and they've got the the press out of it. They're
They've
like,
wiped their
we
hands
don't,
clean to
we
the
don't
people.
care.
It's their
Yeah.
problem now.
Exactly.
They choose to deal with like the help that they've been given.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a whole discussion in the Biggest Loser documentary, because so many of those contestants lost weight so quickly and then immediately gained it back afterwards.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of contestants who said like they tried out a couple of times and they knew they couldn't lose the weight themselves. Mm-hmm. So they were trying everything they could to get on the show, and then they finally did, and it helped them for
The 6 weeks, whatever.
exactly. And they lost hundreds of pounds, and then immediately they ballooned back to hundreds of pounds above where they were when they started.
Right. Yeah, it's making a spectacle of the... It's almost like, look at this, like with the Swan, like look at this really ugly person.
Right.
Don't you feel better that you're not that ugly?
Right, exactly. I mean, the whole, like, what's the camp, like any campground you go to, it's like, leave this place better than you
when
found
you
it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like that whole ethos is not
Oh, it does not
a thing.
apply to
That's
reality
not
TV.
exactly,
Yeah.
especially for these feel good type of shows. They're just like,
Yeah.
the producers are like, this is, we'll help you in this moment, but beyond that,
Well, you're on your
Yeah,
own.
right.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the case with, like, really most reality TV. I mean, even
Yep.
The Bachelor, you have a lot of contestants where they go through, like, mental health issues.
sure.
And until recently they've been better at it. They've had, like, therapists on hire. But
Yep.
previously, those therapists were there to figure out your triggers and share them with production.
They were an extension of production.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And that was a whole discussion on the Biggest Loser documentary. There were some contestants who like hit production after the show and they were like, look, there's a lot of us that are not doing well. Like, can you implement something like, coaches or therapists to like help us on the come down back to reality?
Yeah.
Because reality shows are not reality.
No.
And as soon as you leave this make-believe place that you're set up for, for weeks at a time that give you the optimal chance to lose weight or, become the prettiest version of yourself or have this home,
Right.
whatever the premise of the show is. After that, like, if you don't have somebody helping you along, there's no way you
can keep
sustain
up.
that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to go here, but like Love Is Blind, for example, they keep the pods. You've seen the show, right?
Yeah.
Or
I saw
the premise.
half of the first season.
Okay,
yes.
great. That's enough. That's all you need.
Great.
They keep these people in these pods.
Yeah.
For like hours on end. And apparently, like the places where they stay, they're not well kept. It's just like a bit of a nightmare situation. And they're designed to get the most emotional reaction out of people.
Sure.
And a couple contestants started an organization after the fact, like advocating for reality TV stars.
Yes. Oh, I did hear all about this. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, we did this and now we're left with
Nothing.
the pieces to pick up ourselves
Right.
for your spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
But then on the counterpoint, it's like, but you did sign up for that.
Right.
But also counterpoint, did you know really what you were
actually
getting
signing
into?
up for? No.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's tough. We have to remember these people are like fully human.
Totally. It's the same thing with all of the like singing reality competition shows. Like all of them are signing away their rights to everything for a while and
with the assumption that they would blow up so it won't matter.
Exactly.
And how many people have actually blown up from
just
shows like
the first
American
couple,
Idol?
really.
Exactly. Yeah.
And those that had a good team in place already or
Right.
were able to get a good team in place immediately afterwards.
If anything, it's almost like a stain on their reputation.
It is. There are so many
Yeah.
past contestants, especially of The Voice and American Idol, that like try to wipe clean every mention of them on the internet.
America's Next Top Model, another
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Like very few contestants have been successful.
Sure.
And a lot of times it's like, oh, like you didn't go the normal way,
Right.
so we don't want to
Yeah,
give you a
got
chance.
you got fast tracked.
Right. This has now just become a conversation on why reality TV is bad for human people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But,
It is.
We got there. Yeah.
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 That's it for this case file. We got plenty more where that came from. Scroll our feed and pick your poison. Follow Reality Bombshell wherever you get your podcasts and tap the automatic download button so you don't miss the next episode. Our theme song is by Isaac Tobe. Our logo is by Tim Schools. You've been listening to Reality Bombshell. I've been Ben.
I'm Ariel.
Bombs
Bombs
away.
away. Reality Bombshell.